Hello, visuals. Welcome to the last Visual Guys podcast of 2019, the decade. Even though we didn't start it a decade ago, but it feels quite cool to say it's the last podcast of the decade. Quite fun. Feel adult. Feel cool. Fun 2019, Chris. In general, I don't just mean like terms of films. In general,
it's had its ups and downs. I lost my job, but I got a new job.
Yes, yeah, of course you did. Fucking hell.
The car breaks, but she gets fixed.
Yeah, she keeps coming back. She's resurrecting her.
Yeah.
She's putting duct tape over it. And
I moved.
You moved.
I moved.
You did a lot of adult shit.
I did a lot of adult shit.
Hit a few cons.
All
the general show. Went to your first ever football match.
I did.
We did see a lot of new films and shit. What did we do anything major adventurously? I don't feel like we did.
I don't think we did.
I feel like we've said it a few times, right? But we've never actually. So 2020, we need to sort our fucking lives out.
Yeah, man.
You need to make, because it's all on you. You're the grown up. You're the fucking grown up. You leave it to me. I say, yeah, let's do this on the weekend. Boom! I bought a box of Pokemon cards. I just want to sit and open them.
Yeah.
You need to sort my shit out.
Well, in the summer, we definitely need to get to a theme park.
100%.
We definitely need to go to one of them. And I actually want a holiday next year. I need a holiday. Yeah, it's just a weekend, lads away, a week or somewhere.
Hey, I'm down for just one of the generic fucking Amsterdam trips or
Amsterdam,
fucking
or Prague for the weekend or whatever.
The only thing, like I said it many times, them countries always feel like hostile, like I'm going to go there and someone's going to steal my testicles and that.
Prague's a lovely place.
There might be dickheads with us because of Brexit. They might think, what a bunch of arseholes because of Brexit.
Prague is a lovely place. I recommend going to Prague.
Yeah, well,
I went to Praha in Prague.
Praha.
When I went across the bridge where they filmed the Triple X.
Oh, so that would have been a nice little hard-on moment for you.
Yeah.
Oh, well. No, but I wanted to, because I says go off films for now. But now I want to go back on the films and then consider our 2020, because we said it our last podcast. Go check that out if you haven't. It's going to be sick as fuck. And I've got a few that I've drawn out, and I just want to know how excited you are. Okay. Because obviously the cinema trips is that's our main go-to.
It's our thingy.
We love this.
It's our bro date.
Pure, yeah, it's our bro date. Pure kicking it, even though I have girl now. I've already set the rules though. It says midnight releases. It's mine and Chris's thing. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know if you're mine. She can tag along.
She can tag along.
But it's Chris's thing. It's Chris's thing.
Why are you hiding it from me?
Because you don't need to read it. You don't need to read anything, mate. Right? But these are this. I looked as well. There's some ones on the list that I read. I'm like, is that 2020 really? But I've only gone for the ones that we definitely 100% know about. Right, but the first one I'm going to bring up is going to annoy the fuck out of you because it annoyed the fuck out of me because it's like they say it's coming out 2020, but
don't say the mutants.
The New Mutants.
I've been looking forward to this since last year.
Yeah, it feels like longer than last year.
It was meant to come out in January 2018, and then it got pushed back to March. Then it got put back to November. Then it got pushed back to January this year. Yeah, and now it's fucking April. It's all 27th or 21st or something it was.
Yeah, I mean I didn't write the actual dates down. I did have them, but I just thought it doesn't matter writing the date down for that one because what the fuck's gonna happen?
But yes, I am looking forward to seeing the New Mutants.
Yeah, so am I, mate. Purely because, like I said, I've said it to you before. This could be a marketing ploy. They've made us want it so much,
and now they've brought out Joker. Yeah, I think they can really get away with it. Yeah. Because I think they're a bit sceptical about bringing it up because it's such a dark film and like, oh, we don't know who's going to see it. But now I think because they brought out Joker and it's worked really well, there's no reason why they can't bring it out. It's weird as well because the film's there ready to go. It's been there for fucking 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know why they're... Because, I mean... Are they wanted to somehow, now that Disney own it, are they wanted to somehow tie this into future X-Men MCU films? Or are they wanting this to be the last real Fox X-Men and then start again?
I don't know.
Because if it's already filmed and they can't tie it into anything, then fair enough. If they want to tie it into something, I could understand why they would want to rewrite shit here and there. And okay, but they need to do this. I can understand pushing it back a little bit to rewrite it into the grand story. But if they're just having it as its own film, part of the old shit, just fucking get it out there.
But even if they wanted to intertwine with it in some future films, all they have to do is like change the ending.
But no, you're right, change the ending, or they could keep it as it is because it's already worked on and finished.
Maybe not even change it. Sorry, maybe not even change the ending, but put like a 3-minute fucking cutscene.
Yeah, you could easily do that, but at the same time, with all these new characters which they might bring over, because we know how intertwined the MCU is, Spider-Man's related to fucking Doctor Strange over here, related to this, related to that, Marvel. They might have to rewrite a hell of a lot of shit they've done to account for these characters. They might have to the whole X-Men shit they're bringing over might have to redone. So I can understand a little pushback. But not this.
Not too good.
Not this, mate.
Not too good.
But anyway, yes. Apparently it's coming, but we'll have that with a grain of salt. I'll do 2 back-to-back ones, which I know which you get your dick really hard because these are your films. That's Bad Boys.
Yes.
For Life with Björn Ironside. Have you been watching Vikings?
Yes.
Björn Ironside's a fucking badass. Yeah, Bad Boys is out.
Bad Boys.
Well, it's not out, but it's coming out.
Yeah. Another one. Another good. Again, I've waited fucking over 10 years.
Please refresh my memory. I've seen Bad Boys 1 and 2 only a couple of times each. Did Bad Boys 2 finish ready for a third one?
Not really.
So it didn't matter. They didn't even matter.
Because they were in Mexico.
Yes, they were.
And they were fucking destroying houses in a fucking large fucking Hummer.
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
3, 4 that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like I said, 50 years ago.
Jesus Christ. The next one, I am excited for, purely because of one man. Ayo. Rami Malek is in it, and it's 007. What's it called?
Really?
No time. Now's not the time to die.
No
time to die. Love that title as well. Fucking
Again,
love that title. See, I'm not a huge James Bond fan. It's all the same. Whatever. No, yeah, that's what I mean. You love it, and I'm more than happy to come watch this. I say I'm not a James Bond. I probably haven't, but I feel like I have watched them all. If I haven't watched them all, I know I've watched all the big ones. I've definitely seen all of Daniel Craig. Definitely seen all of Pierce Brosnan. Definitely seen all of Sean Connery. Apart from that, I've seen the original guy, number 1, the first guy that played him. Can't remember his name.
No, there's enough to know. I know that.
So obviously I know Jaws and I know all the main big bad villains and shit.
You've got Roger Moore who played 00.
Yeah.
You got Timothy Dalton who played 1.
Just did the 1.
Yeah. You had Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig,
Sean Connery,
and there was another guy. I can't remember his name. Again, he only played 1 film. But the next lot of ones in the next lot, but the next Bond film, Bond 28.
Oh, the one after this.
Yeah, 28. Could potentially be a female protagonist.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are kicking off about it's either a girl or the worst one is being a black dude. If they got Idris Elba into this, I will love the franchise a lot more.
He was in a shout for it because obviously he's British and there's no reason why he shouldn't.
Idris Elba is the smoothest, most bad. He can come up to me and say "shaken, not stirred." I'll have my mouth open, ready to wait, mate. Idris Elba, I'd hate to hear the celebrities if they ever heard this somehow. Because the amount of times I said I'd suck a celebrity off.
Yes.
Jake Gyllenhaal's, Tom Holland's. It's just my way of saying I love you.
By sucking them off.
Yeah. I wouldn't really, but you know.
But I think the way society is at the minute,
yeah,
and they want to. It's all female shit at the minute.
I don't think that'd be bad. This girl that I've only seen a snip of it in the trailer, she looks like a fucking legit badass.
Yeah.
So I don't see.
I'm not too sure who she is. I'm unfamiliar with her.
You're the James Bond guy. You'll know the crack. You'll know the story.
I don't know who she is. She's new.
She's brand new. Never. Mm-hmm. I do like how this was written because obviously the guy that wrote James Bond used to do airdrops with Sir Christopher Lee, Saruman, and Ian Dracula. Fleming. Yeah, they used to do drop-ins and shit. And
yeah, that's basically what he basically tried to do. He was just what he did basically.
The name 007 now as well. James Bond's like such a national treasure. It
is in England.
Yeah, it's. I think the Daniel Craig ones are fairly knocked out of the park over in America.
Oh yeah, they are.
But it is now. It's a cornerstone of British history.
It's British history.
It really. Again, regardless of what you think of the franchise, because I'm not a huge fan.
When you think of James Bond, you just think British guy, Aston Martins.
Even though I forgot the name of the car, I was like, what was it called?
MI6.
Yeah, an MI6. But you said by the looks of it, either he's going rogue or they're turning on him.
They're turning on him, or they've kept secrets from him, which makes him fucking question
his allegiance and what's really going on, because M's dead and Q's the tech guy,
the younger lad.
Yeah,
I played Q in drama.
You played Q. What did you 007 play?
Yeah,
Idiot.
I was Q.
Grace is a fucking nerd. Right, so carrying on, we have the. I know you're looking forward to it a hell of a lot more than me. There's one person in it that's making me get my penis really hard, and it's Birds of Prey.
Yes.
Birds of Prey. I just really want to see Ewan McGregor. I really want to see Black Mask. I'm just skeptical about Harley, but I'm always one for second chances. She could nail it.
I've had no issue with Harley. I haven't.
Harley, the character I adore. Just Margot Robbie, I see right through it, and I just find it a little bit cringeworthy. I just feel like she's trying too hard. And Margot Robbie is a phenomenal actress.
She is.
She's fucking amazing. She seems so cool. I just hate her as Harley Quinn. But Birds of Prey's out. It could be there to prove me wrong.
She must be doing something right, because she keeps getting her coming back.
No, 100%. A lot of people could completely disagree with me and say, "Go fuck yourself, Dan." There's just something I see, and my always go to. I've said it to you many times. I've said it to everybody. Look at Heath Ledger as the Joker. Look at Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
Yeah.
You don't see a performance.
Yeah.
You buy straight in. With her, I see. Oh my god, this is a girl trying to be crazy and trying too hard and be like, chewing gum. I have my little New York accent. Fuck off. See right through it, mate. But again, I could be the minority here, so I can easily go fuck myself.
So you've got her in Birds of Prey, and then she's coming back for
Suicide Squad.
0.20.
2.0, whatever the fuck they're doing.
Her and Boomerang are the only original characters. The rest are all new.
John Cena.
Not new. Yeah.
John Cena for 2019, and by the looks of 2020, he is stepping his movies up. Like he started off as just little small bits.
That's why he will quit wrestling.
Oh, he's gonna. He has announced that he wants a match at this WrestleMania. Oh, Goosebumps figured of Cena in a match, big match, John. But could be his last. And if you've got to think that the WWE lot, their schedule's fucking ridiculous. Like they're home. I think they're only home like 20 days a year. They've got shows every night. And I know it's not real fighting, but you're still getting slammed about. You're still getting chucked about. You got to travel, which times you got to fight when you're sick. You've got to do everything, and it's a horrible schedule. And fair enough to people like The Rock and Cena and all the other people that have got so big, they can say, right, this is amazing. I love the WWE, but I'm getting older. My body's getting a bit thingied. I'm going to do something else. Luckily, he can act in certain films. Bumblebee was amazing in. That Blockers he was amazing in. Some films he's a little bit corny in.
I said there's a new kids family
Firefighter.
film. Yeah, I want to see that. Looks like
there's got two actors in there. The bald guy and the other guy, I can't remember his name now. They're fucking hilarious. And see, John Cena's really fucking good at being in kids films. He is fantastic at being in kids films. And sort of like a Fast and Furious he might be alright in. But when there was talks about bringing him to the superhero game and actual acting, I don't know if he would hit the nail on the head.
Well, that's the way and see.
But because maybe he's arrested. Same with The Rock. If you brought The Rock into a real performance piece, not that you're not performing Fast and Furious, but I mean like a Joker-esque film, I don't know if it would have the same. I think it would be a bit corny. But ready to be proven wrong.
Saying that though, there was the film he did with.
You've seen it with Rock?
Rock.
Right.
The film he did with Kevin Hart.
Which one?
Where it was flipped. Kevin Hart was the
and
the thing, and The Rock was the Joker.
He used to be fat.
Yeah,
yeah.
And The Rock was the Joker.
Yeah.
And that I can't. It started with a C. That's all I remember.
Shit, I know exactly what you're on about.
I think that was a good film.
It was a good film. It was a good film, yeah. But I mean, it was still on the same sort of borderline. As you know how like these proper dramatic performances these films take longer to come out. Whereas The Rock's just churn. It's like generic in the grinder. Again, I'm saying The Rock. We always do this now, especially... I love The Rock.
I do.
He is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I love the guy to pieces.
But you know what his films are going to be.
Yeah. And again, I don't want to say it because he does that particular job amazingly.
It does.
And Cena may fall into the same category.
It's it's kind of harsh for them as well because it means that they have to live up to that role every time.
Yeah.
Like, again... Going back to the round circle when all the comedians were on.
Yeah.
they couldn't play a different role.
Yeah, because
they've always been the comedian.
Typecast,
yeah.
Like Jim Carrey's broke out of it.
Like say he did that horror film.
Number 23.
Whatever, I can't remember what horror. It was not 7.
There's a film. No, 7 was Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. The number 23 he did.
And I don't think it was a good film.
Oh, see, I loved it. And he's right, you know. I don't know if it's just because looking out for it. So much shit you look at, you go, that's 23. It's fucking weird. And see, I enjoyed him in that. I really fucking enjoyed him in that. I love that film.
But yeah, it always goes back to the comedic side of things.
Yeah, people are built for like roles.
Again, with Eddie Murphy, you don't see him in any other film apart from a comedy or a family film.
No, can I picture him in a... What other pictures him in? No, you're right, like, I mean, like... Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, because
that kind of shit.
They end up in that specific
typecast,
yeah, and then they were getting stuck in it.
Yeah, to be honest though, if that was me, because would you class them as proper actors? I mean, they are proper actors, but like an actor is somebody like Christian Bale, Joaquin Phoenix that wants to do so much different. Ryan Reynolds can switch. Have you seen that 6 Underground yet on Netflix?
Yes, I fucking love it.
I pure enjoyed it. People slate Michael Bay just for that intro was. A lot of people could have said that was too long, but the intro was like what 20 minutes of that car chase. I can't believe fucking Franco died. Bastard, man, bastard. I enjoyed that film. I thought it was really cool.
Watch it if you haven't seen it, by the way.
Peaky Blinders lad, the English fellow. It's in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. I thought it was a good film.
I did.
Completely went off the rock and all that. Yeah, right, anyway, Rocky, if you do something, I do love you. You're amazing. You're great at what you do. Just maybe if once in 2020, just see if you can go and do like a drama or just have a go. You're the Rock. You'll get put in anything.
Like I say, he's got the River fucking film come out next year.
With Emily
Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt.
Is it Blunt?
Married to John Krasinski.
Again, we've got fucking Quiet
Place.
The
trailer comes out on. We got the teaser, and the trailer comes New Year's Day.
Quiet Place.
Fucking love the Quiet Place, mate. It's gonna be weird not seeing him though. He was so, but it still be meant. The first one was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I think if I'm wrong or right, he's producing or directing.
Yeah, he's directed.
He's directing
because he did the first one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yes. Oh, fucking amazing, mate. Okay, next one. This is going to be a nice, fun one. I can't wait for. And now it's been rehashed and redone and sorted itself out. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. If
they do it right, then yes, it would be good.
If it's done like Detective Pikachu,
yes,
it should be fine. But if
again, you've got Eddie Murphy. Fair enough. He's playing a bit of a baddie.
Eddie Murphy.
Jim Carrey. Yes, he's playing a bit of a baddie, but he's still a comedian.
Yeah, the baddie he's playing though is a goofy sort of thingy. But if you're of I think our age is fine with this. It would come out more when I was growing up. You might have been a little bit too old, but Sonic is just an icon in my life. He's a legend. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, the whole gang. I hope this leads on to we see a bit of Tails, we see a bit of Knuckles. Like the intro, we'll see him on his home planet. It's like you're in the video game, man. Mm-hmm. It's like you're in it. It's I can't wait for it. I think it's gonna be fucking amazing. And now I really do think Detective Pikachu has changed the game for these live action animated films. Detective Pikachu knocked it out of the park for me. It felt real. It looked real.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be sick as fuck. We can go on to one, and it's probably, arguably, one of the biggest films on here for us, and it's Black Widow.
Yes.
What are your actual thoughts on Black Widow? What would it be in a somewhat prequel-y thing?
It does look good. I've always wanted to know her story.
Yeah.
And especially going back to fucking, is it Bolivia?
Who?
Fucking her and Hawkeye when they always on about the story.
Oh shit! We're not in. I forgot it now. We're not in.
It's not Bolivia anymore, then, is it?
Bolivia. We're not in.
Kansas.
We're not in Kansas anymore. Fuck's sake, that's going to be one of the ones that come.
But anyway, it'd be nice to know what happened wherever it happened.
Well, I don't know if they're going to come back to that.
That's for me. I don't think we'll get that.
She's in Russia. She's in Russia.
Yeah, but I think we're going to get that in this thingy. But we could see it in number 2.
Yeah, because you said there was a number 2 announced. Yeah. Which, I mean, I was in two minds. I thought, right, we're building to the future now. Do we need to see a prequel of what happened? Do we really need to? Because the 2 films we got this year, I might as well chuck it out now because I've got it in there, is Eternals. And as far as I'm aware, they're doing the Eternals as in like the early days of the Infinity Stones. So we're not furthering anything that's happened in the MCU so far.
No.
Which, it's got its good benefits because the Eternals may be a reoccurring load of people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow, as far as we're aware, she could now, after Captain America's shenanigans, she could be coming back legitness. The legitness. She could be coming back for real now. I don't know what's happening there. So I mean, it could have its good sides and downsides.
Well, they could. Well, yeah. As again, we're back to a previous episode. Captain America is potentially supposed to be getting another film.
Yes, I hope to God for Chris Evans, you legend. Suck your dick.
And apparently, it's meant to be what he's done between the timelines. Obviously, taking the stones back, and then just seeing a little story of what happened, how he became older.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we could end up, if he ends up going to School Guy.
Yeah, Vormir, seeing the Red Skull. I really want to see that interaction.
It'd be nice to know what happened there, and if you give the stone back, will she come back?
Yeah,
possibly, and also, which one did he end up marrying? Did he end up marrying?
No, I definitely
did he end up marrying Peggy?
I'm saying Peggy. That's his love story.
I don't know, but them two had a bit of a thing though, didn't they?
No, they did, but obviously they pushed her towards Bruce. She fell in love with Bruce. They had their, Sen and Big. Oh. So I don't know what's going on. I'm saying with Peggy because I wanted him to be with Peggy. Got his dance and all this shenanigans and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I am excited for it. It's going to be awesome. We'll be there at midnight. Of course we will, 100%. It's just if I was doing Phase 4, my first film would be Spider-Man because I need to know all the bugs going in Spider-Man. No, I think my first one would have been an introduction. I think I would have done but again, right, I'm saying this without knowing what all of these first films mean for the future. These could be pivotal stories for the future.
Yeah, they will.
But I would have chucked a Doctor Strange in first, or a Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings first. Get a new character, build a bit forward, keep going with it.
I don't know. I think keeping Doctor Strange last is a good thing because it's kind of opened more doors for Phase 5.
No, 100%. You're right.
Which obviously we're getting an X-Men, we're getting Deadpool.
But that's why I said what I just said before. I said I don't know what they're doing. For all we know, we need the Black Widow story and the Eternal story and all this shit to happen to then make sense for Doctor Strange and how he's going to rectify everything.
It does make sense how they've done it because obviously they've done the prequels first.
Yeah.
Get them out with say like, well, this is what happened to her. Yeah. Turtles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
TV series in between because obviously they're tied up into the other MCU now.
Oh, I'm excited for it all.
I'm
excited for it
all.
all.
Tied up to that, and then obviously you've got the big Doctor Strange at the end, which leads to Phase 5. So I think how they've done it is pretty good. I think they've done it really well.
No, they have. But as like I said, the only downside, I need to know what we're doing going forward. I don't want to spend the next year of my life still not knowing what the fuck is happening.
Because this is the whole point why they do it though.
No, like I said, you could at the end of, in fact, including during these films, these could be building. They could bring in the next villain. They could bring in the next team. They could bring in whatever the fuck they want. Because who did you say might make an appearance in Black Widow? You said somebody very obscure. Storm. Yeah, that shit. I mean, so it could be building. That's all fine. But in my head at this moment of time, without any information, all we've got so far is a couple of prequels. Of what happened before, and it's like, I mean, who's the next? Where's these? Where are they? What are they doing? What's Thor doing? Where are the Guardians? Why is Doctor Strange? You know what I mean?
Marvel, though. They'll know.
They're just fucking keeping little mugs like me in suspense. I think we should do that, for like 5 minutes of one of the podcasts when these Marvel shows hit. I think we should review them.
We should
go through and review and theorise just for a couple of minutes on the podcast and then carry on with our normal newsy shit. Or in fact, the second podcast we could just purely talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll actually wait for the shows to come up first.
Yeah, we need to because.
Yeah, you're excited for Black Widow?
I'm excited.
I'm excited for Black Widow. I'm really excited for Red Guardian. That's the one massive take I really want to see. Red Guardian. Beautiful. Next one, because we still have a couple more here. Another one which we both. In fact, I'll say it now. In fact, I'll do this one. Then we'll do another exciting one. Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah.
You're the Fast and Furious expert. Thoughts going forward? What the story could be? What's going on?
Story going forward. I'm trying to remember number 8. Yes. Obviously.
So we're back with Vin and everybody.
We're back with Vin. All the original crew's back. Cypher.
Yeah.
Is potentially in this one as well as again your boy Dan
Cena.
John.
Suck it.
John, who if I think is right is playing with Cypher, so
he's going to be the big baddie for
the villain.
So he's basically the big muscle guy for Vin to beat up.
Or The Rock.
Or is The Rock coming back to Fast and Furious?
It hasn't been announced he's in this yet, but I think he's coming back for number 10 at least, because obviously that's the last one.
Yeah.
Finally.
And they'll have a massive tie-in. And then,
but obviously you've got The Rock and Shaw doing their own thing now.
And they'll have 10 films of just them. Because you said Keanu Reeves is the voice, even though, like I was like, that sounds like Cena.
But that's more on Hobbs and Shaw, not...
Oh, Keanu Reeves is the villain for Hobbs and Shaw, not Fast and Furious?
Unless they intertwine it together. Unless they intertwine it together, which, what they'll... I don't know if they'll do.
So, sorry, I've completely heard that wrong. I thought Keanu was the villain for Fast and Furious, but I suppose if he's the voice at the end of Hobbs and Shaw, he'll want... Because maybe for all we know, him and The Rock worked together in the past.
We don't know who Cypher was working for. So whoever she was working for could be these guys.
Yeah. You said you believe in the MCU that Thanos had to hire somebody else. He was working for somebody. Could be Keanu Reeves. Could be yeah. So
the tumbleweed.
Because the tumbleweed, The Rock could maybe have a history with Keanu, and they may have worked together in whatever they were, special force, whatever the fuck it was.
Someone's got a history with Shaw.
Also
from Hobbs and Shaw. If you remember the other thing, you had Idris Elba, but he also had the voice as well.
Yeah,
he's got the history with Shaw.
So that could be Keanu.
He also knows a bit about Hobbs as well. So,
I mean, yeah, cool. It's come such a long way.
I know.
From fucking just street races. Now you cleared it up the other day. American cars don't turn. That's why they always had straight line races.
They've got like a million gears and they just go straight.
You educate. I was always wondered why, because I know they did have normal races, but they had a lot of drag races.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of them.
But yeah.
Because American cars don't turn. I learned that visuals.
They don't.
Right. So we found Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
It's
84.
It's going to be beautiful.
It will. Be
it's going to be fucking.
It's weird how Chris Payne's back.
We need that explained. This is a prequel to the DC. I don't know if they've done this as a prequel. Wonder Woman 84 in the comic lines was huge. But I don't know if they're doing a prequel because they're not quite sure how they're building the future of the DCEU, or if they're doing a prequel because of they just wanted to tell this story. Because I have no idea where the DCEU is at the minute. No, I know, obviously, in terms of Aquaman and Wonder Woman, we know where they're at. Don't know what's going on with Justice League and Batman and Flash and what's happening.
Well, like, so we get a Flash film, but that's going to be later on in the future.
Yeah.
I know that. There's no potentially date for a Spider-Superman yet.
Yeah, and who's going to be Superman?
Yep.
If it is Michael B. Jordan, suck his dick. I mean, I hate Superman, but I will happily have Michael B. Jordan post a Superman on my wall. Fucking too right. Which I kind of hate because not hate, but I want him to stay in. I know he's dead, but I want him to stay as Killmonger. I love him in Black Panther. He was amazing. But he'll be a mint Superman. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he will be a good Superman.
I watched a Graham Norton thingy the other day. It was like the ultimate celebrities flirting, and Cheryl Cole, you were dribbling over him. I don't blame her. I'll be wet as fuck as well. It's Michael B. Jordan.
So yeah, you've got him as possibly Superman.
Yeah.
You've got Robert Pattinson as Batman,
which we don't know if it's a standalone, if it's a tied to the Joker. We don't know if Batman's tied to the Joker, or if Batman's on. We don't know if Joker's tied to Batman and the DCU, or if he's still alone. We don't know if the Justice League DCU shit is tied to Joker, the Batman.
No,
we have no idea.
What we know is, for start of, he's getting his own film.
Yeah,
standalone film. And then after that, we're not too sure because we know Joker's getting a second film, which is going to tie into Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, which we don't know if Robert Pattinson's then going to visit.
It's from me. We don't know if they're going to visit, or if all hell's going to break loose, and then we're going to get a Justice League fucking all intertwined and all that shit.
The best way to explain DC films at the minute, everything you've seen DCEU wise, so we're talking BVS, Justice League, Suicide Squad, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, that they're all in the same universe. That's all happening at the same time. Mm-hmm. For now, just treat Joker on its own, treat Batman on their own. Just treat them as their own individual stories. And Wonder Woman's tied to this bigger circle. This is just for now, because it will make good. But then the second Suicide Squad 2.0 with different characters but in the same universe comes out. That's when we're going to lose the plot. That's when we're going to be like, okay, what the fuck are you on about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should have done a fucking Flashpoint. But regardless, ignore everything else. Let's focus on Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1 was amazing. Wonder Woman 2 is going to be so much fun. The way that they film her, like the new trailer where she's fucking smashing the bullets out with the bracelets, and she's just fucking cool as fuck.
She is.
She's a badass.
Well, she's an ex-Fast and Furious girl.
Yes, she is. She was going out with Han.
Yes. Cool Han.
He was always my favourite. He was always my favourite. Okay, so another one for you. Not so much for me. I didn't mind it. Is Top Gun.
I wouldn't say it's number one, but
you've said you want to see it, and
I do want to see it because, like I say, it's been 30 some years,
and it's not. He's handing down the legacy, is he not?
I don't think he's handing it down. I think they want him to either step up and take charge, or what? It's like, well, no, I want one more fight at least.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck they could be fighting in this. What did they fight in the first one? It was mainly about the training, wasn't it?
It was always about training, yeah.
Yeah, it was just training and a slight love story.
But we have got one or two of original casts back as well. But no, yeah, I think
I'll go see it. I'll happily go see it. But if I end up not seeing it, I won't be heartbroken.
No.
But I mean, if you think fuck it, now let's go see Top Gun, I'm there with you, mate.
Except I was never fussed about the first one, but I know my mate. Fucking, she loves Top Gun. So
was a girl. You wanted a bit of poo. I know. I want you because I want to scratch and sniff. Yeah, I get you, you dirty dog. I've watched so many films just to try to get a bit of poo. Okay, I mean, I did Twilight. Went to cinema, watched Twilight, found out it was a dream. Hadn't watched the other ones before it. Watched the last one. It was a dream. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're getting another one.
Oh yeah, you're saying. Oh, we had a big conversation about that. Right, yeah, Top Gun. We've got two more left, which are the big ones for me. Do you want that one or that one? Just say
B.
You want B. It's Godzilla vs. King Kong.
Again, another good film I am looking forward to.
Chris spoke heavily in detail about a potential phase plan thing for the Godzilla universe, the Monster universe, on the last podcast, so go check that out. But yeah, Godzilla vs. King Kong. Ignore everything else, just that film on its own.
Good film.
Fucking beautiful.
Good film.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of both of them, but I am.
Oh, you got to love them both. Yeah.
I'm more team Godzilla.
Yeah. God, it's the king of fucking monsters, mate.
Yes.
He's the fucking he's the OG kaiju. He's the OG big bad monster. He's got a huge history. I mean, he did a flying dropkick thing in like the 60s, which is weird as fuck. Godzilla's just amazing, and plus he is the epitome of what I'm scared of, and that's what's lurking in the depths. Like if I was just chilling in the water and he's like that scene in King of Monsters where he's swimming towards the thing and the eyes start to appear and get me the fuck out of this water. But at the same time, I really want to pet him. I really want to stroke his toe and tell him he's a good little doggo. So you're a good doggo, and I want to chuck a snack at him. He's Godzilla. If you look at him properly, he's cute as fuck. I mean, he's horrible, but he's cute.
He just wants peace and quiet. He just wants to sleep and chill.
Just wants to fucking chill when he's like, I'm going to wake up because I'm a badass. I'm going to deal with this shit. Why are you knobheads waking up alien dragons?
Yes.
Fuck off.
Basically clearing up your fucking mess.
Yes.
It's basically Suicide Squad.
It is. Fucking is. And the worst thing about it is we create all the mess, wake everything up. If he wanted to, he could say, right, I'm sick of these little pests. Get rid of them. All dead. He's like, no, I'll let you off this time. And then now, by the sounds of what Chris said last podcast, I won't go into too much detail, he could be getting fed up of us because we're trying to kill him. And finally, we're going to have a bit of Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Did you like the look of this? I think you said you did, didn't you?
I did. A lot of people are a bit about it. But
I don't see how.
I like the look of this.
Paul Rudd, suck his dick. He is fucking... Oh, Paul Rudd in Ghostbusters. We've got the Stranger Things kid.
He's a teacher though, so he's not really a Ghostbuster.
No, he's just in it. He's like a Ghostbusters nerd that knows a lot about
So
them.
the kids, to be honest, because you can't... one of them's his nephew.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is.
Are these kids descendants of the OG Ghostbusters? Or are they just kids in a town which found the stuff?
No, one of the kids, Stranger Things boy, he's the nephew of one of these.
Right, he's the nephew of
one
of the Ghostbusters. And this is Ghostbusters 3, by the way. It's not like a reboot.
What's we call him? He appeared in fucking Zombieland and he got shot because he.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, he's the nephew of him.
Right. Well, he was always the main one. Yeah.
Stranger Things boy is the nephew of Bill Murray.
Right. Because why is all the Ghostbusters stuff in this little town? Because it was all in New York. And obviously they explain that Ghostbusters haven't been sighted for 30 years. We don't need the Ghostbusters anymore. How's it all ended up here?
I don't know why they've ended up in a completely different town. I don't know that side of things. I'll happily look into
So
it.
they haven't given us much info just yet. And we know that this area that they're living in, because Paul Rudd explains it, there's no tectonic plates underneath, there shouldn't be any earthquakes, but there's loads of movement underground. Yes. So this must be ghost heavy, this town area. It must be on some sort of weird spiritual thing.
These kids stumble across on his stuff.
Yeah.
Go for a joyride in the car.
Yeah, that little scene, those mint. They hear the noise, you say, oh.
And then start hunting ghosts.
Yeah.
So
it could be a case of Bill Murray knew that this place was ghost heavy. He's moved to that town or some shit, or he's gone to that town waiting and preparing for it. And maybe in the film, we don't know if he has. Maybe they've died off and he's just left his stuff and it's all got forgotten about.
Well, as far as in real life terms, as far as I'm aware, Bill Murray's still alive. And
in real life, yeah.
So is one.
But Dan Aykroyd's still alive.
I think the others have passed on.
Have they? There's not Egon. Thingy, the smart one. Is he dead in real life?
I think so.
Because I know the girls' Ghostbusters. Can't remember the black dude's name now. He appeared. Bill Murray appeared, and Dan Aykroyd all briefly appeared. Maybe Ego. Oh, shut up. Maybe he didn't appear. Anyway, yeah.
I'm sure definitely one of them, if not two of them, have passed. But I don't know. So yeah, they go hunting.
Yeah, I'm quite waiting to fill in the blanks. And the way that it's filmed, since Stranger Things come out, right? Awesome. Films that have had the same sort of people linked to it has had the same sort of look and setting and vibe and shit, and I love that. Like it felt the Stranger Things-y sort of vibe. Like, fucking beautiful. This has got a little touch of it because the original Ghostbusters was a bit goofy and a bit silly. This seems a bit more gritty and. I mean, it still looks goofy. Like Paul Rudd seems quite funny in it and all this shit, but it seems a little bit more nitty and gritty and dark.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fucking.
When's it out?
I don't think it's still the back end. I think it's still the back end.
Should be good.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah, they were the ones that I really, really got my. Well, some of them I haven't, but like I knew you would at least get your mouth watered about most of these.
I can't think what else is coming out. I'm quite looking forward to. I don't think.
Just a lot of awesomeness.
There will be.
The camera keeps wanting to try and pick up She-Hulk.
She's alive.
She's trying to get She-Hulk. Who's focusing in. The visuals. That was 2019. 2020. The big films that we're probably looking forward to. Like I said, there was a few more linked up. There's a few DC animated films I can't wait for. And animated films in general. And anime shit. I can't even mention Pokemon. The new series of Pokemon's already started in Japan. It's not started in Britain yet. Well, in the West. But yeah, thank you 2019. You've been fun for movies and shit. I can't wait to go forward in 2020 with more cool shenanigans.
It's like I said, movies at the minute. It's up and down.
You still get a lot of shit.
There's a lot of old prequels, not prequels, but a lot of old films are getting rebooted.
The 2019 and 18 felt it was very much #rehash. We'll reboot and we'll redo and we'll re-thingy and we'll. Yeah. There wasn't a hell, but at the same time there was a lot of originality.
There is. Yeah.
There was still a lot of originality.
Like what was rebooted? We had Pet Sematary. That was rebooted.
Yeah, that was
re-thingy to whatever it was.
Yeah.
Again, fucking enjoyed it. Sticking on to Stephen King, we had It Part 1 and Part 2.
They were both from the same year.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, 18 for Part 1, 19 Part 2.
Oh, was that what it was? Is it? Fuck me, they rolled around quick. Isn't there a third one apparently?
Possibly. But you know what? Stephen King is sorted something out. But then again, you had like Dr. Sleep. It was a fucking big time difference gap.
Yeah. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I fucking enjoyed it.
I proper enjoyed it.
So if we get another one of them, possibly.
Ewan McGregor's kind of got quite a few. He's had quite a decent year. We've got Birds of Prey coming out next year. He's had that, and it's now official that Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Star Wars, has his own show now. So Ewan McGregor's fairly. Cause I like Ewan McGregor. Plus he's not local, but he's just up the road.
He's on the road.
He's fucking. Yeah, I'm glad. There was a few decent breakout stars. I don't know who's going to absolutely annihilate it next year in terms of up and coming. Like the Stranger Lot kids have a fucking awesome future.
Yeah, they do.
They're all fucking phenomenal actors. So I can't wait to see what they do. 11, obviously, I don't know if she's going to continue in the the Godzilla stuff.
I think she's going to continue.
I hope so. She was really cool in it, and I like her. And again, local talent, British. Charlie Hunnam, Sons of Anarchy. He seems to come and go.
Yeah, he's got a film out next. Is it film coming out?
The Guy Ritchie one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing. I love Guy Ritchie films. Plus, it's got Matthew McConaughey in it, and all, amazing. Plus, there's that talks of him potentially being a Green Arrow in the DCEU. Hope to God that happens. I can proper see it. I really can. Because Charlie Hunnam sorted himself out proper well, and that is a local lad. That's Penrith he's from. Yeah. And then he moved to Newcastle. That's fucking awesome.
And then you've got some films there's some TV series that's slowly dying off.
Yeah.
You've seen the Arrow. There's possibly the last. Well, yeah, the last couple of episodes of that, and that's that done.
Walking Dead apparently is going to stop at 10, and this is 9 we're on at the minute, isn't it? 9's only got 4 or 5 episodes left when it comes back from the
It comes
the
back
break.
in February.
Yeah, so
and then you're looking at least October, November for season 10.
And if it is the last one, the main Walking Dead storyline that is.
But you've all, like I said, you've got the spin-offs. You've got the Fear of Walking Dead, which is on season 5 at the minute. There's no sign of that stopping. But you've also got the new prequel to. Well, it's a prequel. I keep saying prequel now.
Prequel.
You've got the new spin-off, the World Beyond.
Yeah, which is
hopefully going to answer some questions on where Rick is.
Where's Rick? Where's fucking Rick?
But there's also still no news on when his films are coming out.
I like that they've kept it secret though, because if loads of shit gets properly, I mean, it's doing my head because I want to know the answers. But if loads of shit gets all spoiled on one of you, just sort of think,
as far as we're aware, he's getting 3 films.
It's getting 3 films.
It's getting 3 films. So when, where, who, what, fucking why?
Where and why?
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. And the last thing I'm going to say, because I'm dying to check the football score, is again not huge for you. Your Star Trek shit's kicking off, but what's the future of Star Wars looking like?
Well, that's it. It could start fresh.
Yeah. Is it going to get another trilogy? Is it just going to continue with its solo stories? What's the MCU going to look like this time next year? What's the DCEU going to look like this time next year?
It's going to be weird with the Star Wars lot though, because you've got none of the original cast now, and now you've had them from day dot up till like now. And now you've got no Han, you've got no Luke, you've got fucking no Darth, you've got no one now.
Start with your own fresh stories. Disney will make more films because Star Wars makes so much money.
Yeah.
But where are they going to
go? Like I say, we've got another Star Trek film coming out.
Yeah.
But we don't know if that's coming out next year or towards the end of the next year or possibly the year after.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also got Picard.
Yeah, Picard.
That starts up in January.
Quite literally, start of January would be the day after New Year's Eve, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So the time they listen to this, January starts tomorrow.
Yeah. And then it's been announced season 2 is happening, but you've also got season 2 of The Witcher, and then they've just confirmed that they've got another season 3 happening, which again we don't know when the dates they're coming out.
Yeah, it'll be a little while. That's literally just the dust is settling with the release of The Witcher now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's literally just settling.
What else? I can't remember what the fuck else I've watched.
Loads.
What's loads? While I've been off, my fucking brain has been bombarded with TV programs and shit.
Good. Well, anyway, that's it. There's a lot to say. I've had a fun ass 2019. A lot of cool shit, a lot of mint entertainment stuff, and I can't wait for 2020 for our little cinema trips and TV reviews and just getting burgers. We'll get a BK. I need to get more BKs.
You do.
We do. But yes, visuals, let us know what you're most looking forward to in 2020, and hopefully you've had a good 2019. Enjoy tonight, celebrating, having a
yes.
giggle.
And when did it go out?
Tuesday, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yes. All the best for New Year's. Don't get too drunk. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Or do get too drunk.
And do things I might do.
Just have fun.
Yes.
And look forward to a awesome, weird, nerdy fucking year of awesome, nerdy, weird shit. Our nerds loves the MCU, DCU, Star Wars.
Well, wait, sorry. While we're talking about nerds and geeks, what was the crap that James put up about the words geeks and nerds?
Mate, that's why I call it. Apparently, right, people are basically saying the word geek and nerds, if you use it to somebody like me, who is a nerd / geek, and yourself, could be just as offensive as calling like a black person a racial swear word and shit like that, they're basically saying it's on the same. No, it's fucking not.
No, it's not.
Go and fuck yourself, right? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because they're saying it's stereotyping, it's marginalising. It's no, fuck you. I wear that on my chest. I'm a fucking nerd. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not offended. Somebody says, "Oh, you're a pure nerdy bastard." Yes, I fucking am.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the fact that it's ridiculously offensive to say it's on the same level as racial words, sexist words, and all this shit. It's
the world that's going fucked up.
Honest to God, if they do say you can't use the word nerdy...
Is that why you said Burger King? Because Burger King's on TV.
Where? Where's Burger King? Oh, fuck no, I didn't realise, unless I looked at it subconsciously. I did not read that. If it does get banned and it becomes a hate word, you please feel free to still call me it. I am not going to give a fuck.
You can't fucking ban the word nerd and geek.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid, mate. It's stupid.
Everyone loves nerds and geeks.
Yeah, now that we're ruling the world anyway with our Avengers and Batmans and Star Treks and swords. Yes, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings TV show I think is coming out in 2020.
Yeah, stun gun.
Yeah, set your faces to stun. But yeah, visuals, enjoy. Call me whatever the fucking word you want under the sun. And yeah, thank you for Awesome 2019 visuals for the last time of 2019.
2019.
Thank you for being you.
Thanks for being you.
Remember to always keep being you and keep on keeping on.
Love you, bye.
Ooh.